Welcome back. It's Friday afternoon. I managed to get home just a little bit earlier, so I've gone through, started cleaning up this side of the loft. This half's done. I've got to get over into the other section soon, check out how everyone's going. We'll have a look at those breeders and see how they're going at the moment. We've just got 2 pair down to see how they go, and the rest of the birds are up flying. There they are there, doing pretty well. So tomorrow we will be basketing. Where are they gone? At the back there. Yeah, we'll see. We've got 2 choices tomorrow. We've got Sprint 2, which is back at 250 kilometres, and that's the last race in the Sprint 2 series. Or we've got the main race, which is Sprint 1 and the main. I think that's at about 380, so 370 around about there. Yeah, so basically if we race Sprint 2, then we're pretty much out for the season, because there's the next jump in the main race. It goes out too far, and I think that's a bit unfair on the birds. So the only option probably is to drop those birds into the 370. It's around about 370. I have to double check what it is to my house. And, that gives us that race and probably 2 more races we can enter before it sort of gets out over 500 kilometres, and that's not anything that I'm interested in. I'm short to middle distance, so yeah, almost there. And then August, if we've still got 2 or how many of those special ring birds left, then we've got 2 races in August as well for them for some money, but that's only if we've got the birds left, so I don't know how we'll go. But at this point it's more looking like we'll just jump into the main race tomorrow and just see how they go. We are getting pretty close. The last few races left, I was a bit slow getting in this year with just so many setbacks, but yeah, we've had a little bit of success, which is good. Bit of a motivator. So yeah, tomorrow we're basketing, and then Sunday will be race day, so we'll see how we go. Weather's looking pretty good. Probably send those 14 birds back again. They are jumping out this time though. I just think Sprint 2 is going to be a waste of time. If we jump them out to Sprint 1, we get another couple of races, and then if there's any of those special ring birds left, they'll be ready to do that extra distance, which is around about 480 kilometres in special race. So yeah, with a few more races left, and that's pretty much it, and then we'll be hunkering down and doing some breeding and getting all that sorted as soon as those new rings come in. Okay, so yeah, our breeding pairs so far, just the 2 that we're having a little bit of a trial with, seem to be doing pretty well. These 2 were just mating, which is good, so they shouldn't be too far away from laying some eggs. They've definitely paired up, and yeah, we should expect something pretty interesting from that mix anyway, with Titan and that Tiger Grizzle hen. Very closely kind of related. Well, not related, but strain wise they are both sort of a bit of a mix of Leo Hermans and Huben, which is good. And then these 2 paired up pretty well also, and hopefully we'll be expecting some eggs very soon from these ones as well, which would be nice. Be interesting to see what we get from them, but the main reason for these guys is just get a few more full-blooded Vanderbogs flying around, so we can test them, and then whatever is the best, can breed them back into my birds later on. But both of these have bred some good birds. The hen on the right, she's bred the little blue bar hen, so 2nd to 3rd, and the cockbird on the right, he bred 2nd last week as well, so 2nd club, and was it ninth fed, so pretty good. Both his kids, so there was a mealy that dropped in at the same time as well, which is a daughter of him as well, so it could have been either of those that clocked in. So yeah, we'll see how we go, put them together, see if they're reasonably compatible. But yeah, speed birds, I do like them. And the hens are all relaxing here. They've been getting into the pink mineral powder a lot more than usual, which is good to see. Definitely building up all those minerals they need too. I've actually added in a lot more calcium in there than need be, just because we are getting close, to laying eggs again in that season. So as much calcium as I can get back into their body, into their bones, it's going to be beneficial when we start producing some little babies. Little storm over the back here. If you do remember, she had a little bit of a sore leg. She was limping a little bit. She's doing really well. She's fine now. You wouldn't even know anything wrong with her. So that's a positive sign for our breeding, because she is probably, like, who knows, it's probably her or Leo, but they have produced 1 or 2 good babies, like 83. That will continue to keep these guys together, that in that small hope that we can get 1 or 2 little babies like 83 every year out of them. This year I might actually try and foster some of the eggs out, just to take the weight off them, to, I don't want to push them too hard. So I might even just do some fostering like we did last year. We had the high flyers, but what can you do? I didn't think that would be in this situation again, but we may look at setting up some foster pairs. We may even set up these 8 boxes in here with 8 pairs, even if I just get some fancy pigeons, or just just some scrubbers, homers, whatever. It doesn't matter, as long as they can raise some babies. We definitely will look at that, because we've got 2 main pairs that I definitely want to foster as many rounds as I can out of them, which will probably be Leo and Storm. And then we definitely need to get our money's worth out of this little best kittle hen over the back here. She will be paired up with 83, and it'll be interesting to see how she goes. She's around about 65% best kittle, and then the outcrosses that they've used is some really good Vanderbilt as well. So that's definitely a positive for me, because I've been pretty good, luckily, with the Vanderbilts this year. And yeah, we'll see how we go. We've got this one, and then her nestmate over there, and also that best kittle hen that will have their final PMV and rotor injections this weekend. And then they're ready to go back over into the other loft. Definitely these 2, because I want to get these 2 loft flying. I definitely want to try and race them next year, so it'll be interesting to see how they go. They are Storm and Shock. Definitely looking really good. This one over the back is probably my pick out of the bunch. But yeah, we'll let them mature a little bit more, see how they go. I'm going to wait around for these to all come in. I have had the 2 groups, some come in a little bit earlier, and then I've got some that will just keep going and going and going until that sun goes down. So wait for that second group to come in before I open up this back section for them, so they all get a good even feed. I may just shut this one up for them and then open this, so these couple can come through, like those 2, not letting them out still. But you can see the mealy, he's doing pretty well. He's healed up. He does fly around, he flies pretty well, but he's a little bit slow, so I'm still getting a little bit of a rest. But I'll make a decision at the end of the season, most likely, what I'm going to do with him. Little barless hen, she's still here. May consider breeding from her, I don't know yet. We'll just wait and see. And that's one of Leo's and blue bar pied hen's sons, I think. He's come in, but yeah, we'll just wait, because they're out there, so they've still probably got a bit of time yet before they want to come in. Right, last 2 to come in. Come on. Oh, just scared them off a little bit. Couple. Oh yeah, some good ones in there. Hopefully this weekend we'll get a better result. It'd be nice. I need another first place. I think I really want a fed first place. I think that's my goal for next year. We'll see how we go. We've done, not super close this year, but at least we got a club first and a couple of seconds, and we got into the top 10 in the fed. So, can't be too picky, but we do need to start thinking about next year, which is definitely something I'm going to start working on. Well, I have been for the last few weeks, really, sort of figuring out what we're going to do. But the remaining 14, there's 28 or something in here, but there is some that we've bred for stock, or just to breed with this year, and then we'll race next year, which are all the inbred Storm to 83, which has been probably the better cockbird that we've had this season, even though I pulled him out early, just because we were having some issues with racing, with bird numbers and losing a few here and there. But I'm definitely going to get on the front foot this season and make sure that we get the birds moving pretty quick, and we get them bred the numbers that we can breed out as quick as possible, so the birds are as old as possible with the current ear rings on it, and experienced as much as possible as well. I definitely think the 18 or so tosses that we did do in town out to 75 kilometers has been pretty beneficial to these guys, because they haven't really had too much trouble coming home. Like every race I've clocked birds, and we've got them in good positions as well, so they are getting into the city, and then once they're in the city they are finding their way home pretty quick without, you know, going to some other fences, loft and sitting there, or trapping in as well. So, you know, we're kind of on the right track, but we just need to try and reduce the bird losses next year if possible. We seem to, and the fitness, you know, we've got a significant gap there in the fitness we can work on as well, so I think that will give us a lot better results in that coming year anyway. So I'm pretty excited. We've got a lot of interesting pairings we can use as well, so yeah, stay tuned. Tomorrow we're going to basket, and then Sunday we're going to race. We've got one more bird to come in. Come on. So I will see you guys in the next video.